So what's bothering me is that a lot of the stuff that's coming out is proving that us conspiracy theorists have been right. And so just before, don't we have to finish it? Just before this, you know, Operation Mockingbird was an alleged large-scale program of the United States Central Intelligence Agency that began in the early 50s and attempted to manipulate news media for propaganda purposes. It funded student and cultural organizations and magazines as front organizations. The Free Thought Project just legalized Operation Mockingbird. FBI can now impersonate the media. It wasn't until ACLU technologists accidentally discovered copies of the bogus news stories in 2014, buried in pages of the Electronic Frontier Foundation, obtained by the FBI via a Freedom of Information Act, that the plot to pose as journalists came to light, generating massive controversy and consternation. Well, that's media control. And thing is, I think it was Project, yeah, my fault. Project MK Ultra, also control mind control program, and then there's Project Bluebeam, and this one is I want to say it's creating false images. Conspiracy theory that claims that NASA is attempting to implement a new age religion with the Antichrist at its head and start a new world order via a technologically simulated second coming. And NASA, remember, that's a corporation. It's not part of the federal government. It's a corporation. The Bluebeam. So the theories about Project Bluebeam were first presented by Quebec's journal and conspiracy theorist Sergei Modsat in 1994. He wrote the book as a result of a heart attack in '96. The CIA's heart attack on the CIA's secret weapon used for assassination shoots a small poison dart to cause a heart attack, explained in a congressional testimony in the video. The dart from the secret CIA weapon can penetrate clothing and leave nothing but a tiny red dot on the skin. On penetration of the deadly dart, the individual targeted for assassination may feel as if bitten by a mosquito, or they might not feel anything at all. The poisonous dart completely disintegrates upon entering the target. The lethal poison then rapidly enters the bloodstream, causing a heart attack. Once the damage is done, the poison denatures quickly, so that an autopsy is very unlikely to detect that the heart attack resulted from anything other than natural causes. Sounds like the perfect James Bond weapon, doesn't it? Yet, this is all verifiable in a congressional testimony. The astonishing information about the secret weapon of the CIA comes from the U.S. Senate testimony in 1975 on rogue activities of the CIA. This weapon is only one of many James Bond-like discoveries of the Church Committee hearing. It's officially known as United States Senate Select Committee to study governmental operations with respect to intelligence agencies. So, you know, they're all verifiable, and just start paying attention to all this crap. Well, we all know Project Bluebook, especially because History Channel is doing a thing on it, which is all part of the disclosure. And the Project Bluebook archives, USOs, and Project Bluebook. December 17th, 1969, the Secretary of Air Force announced the termination of Project Bluebook, the Air Force program for the investigation of UFOs from 1947 to 1969. A total of 12,618 sightings were reported to Project Bluebook. Of these, 701 remain unidentified. And that's all for now. Take care, be safe, be kind, stay strong. Love y'all.